This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast. This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast. This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast, but it's a broadcast on IG and YouTube to make y'all laugh. To make y'all laugh.
That's some real life shit.
To make y'all laugh.
Yeah. You already know what the fuck it is. It's your boy Holly Boogs.
Here, it's your boy Watts.
It's your boy Grizzly Green.
And this is not a podcast.
Special guest in the building
We got a
today.
special guest in the building, my boy Ken. Ken, what up?
Ken in the
what up, man?
motherfucking building.
What's up? Thank you fellas for having me out.
Nah, thank you for coming through, man. Thank you for coming through, man.
Sure.
MHmanagement in the building.
MHmanagement. Yeah, they always showing love. Y'all always showing love, and
Always.
I appreciate y'all, man. We always gonna show love right back, man.
100%.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Yo, we're gonna have an interesting episode because I know I got a lot of shit I want to
It's
talk
gonna
to him
be a
about.
goodie.
Man.
It's gonna be a goodie.
So,
Yeah.
Watts, man, let's start it off with the NBA playoffs, man.
NBA playoffs. Let's do it, man. So right now we got the Knicks. You know we're going with the Knicks always, man.
Sucking wind, dude.
Yo, Knicks.
Shit,
I said
man.
I almost wore my Knicks jersey today, but they lost the last game.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
that. Wait till they
Like,
win the
fuck that.
series.
Yeah, word.
But they down. You know what they down? I mean, it's 1-1. It's tied 1-1.
Which is basically down
Which is
because
basically
we
down,
lost.
we should be up
Yeah,
in
we
the
lost in
garden.
our garden. Yeah.
100%. Lakers and Wolves is a good one. They 1-1. Lakers did not like that first game, and they came back and whooped their ass. But the best series to me has been like the Clippers and the Nuggets.
And on the low, I haven't really locked in for that. I've
Clippers
been
and
working
Nuggets,
at that
bro.
time.
I think both games, the difference of the score has been like 4 points. Both games. Like I think
OKC is smashing.
Oh, listen, man. I'm telling you right now, man. OKC, my pick. They was my pick in the beginning.
I think they're gonna win
They
it
my
all.
pick. Everybody think they're too young, but I just think they
I
too
think they're
good.
gonna win it all.
They too good, man.
What you think, man? What you think about the playoffs?
Can you
man?
fuck with playoffs? Fuck with basketball?
Oh hell yeah, man. I think we saw that. We saw a lot of young teams go far,
Yeah.
but then we also saw a lot of vets
Right.
Yeah,
do their
hell
thing later on in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So first round is always dope.
Yeah,
First
first
round is
round is dope.
always dope.
Yeah, you never
Who you
know.
going for?
You know? Oh man, I'm gonna have to just go home team, man. Go with the Knicks. You know?
Yeah,
Let's go.
let's go.
You know what I mean?
Always a blue skies.
Yo, I knew I liked this guy. Yo. I knew it.
Let's go, man.
Yo,
Hopefully we make it past the Pistons. We should pass the Pistons. Then
Yo,
we got
but-
probably hit Celtics. That's gonna be tough.
What is it though, man?
yo,
Is
why,
it-
but why the Bronx don't got a basketball team, yo?
it's New York, baby.
bro.
Come on,
Nah,
man.
that's Manhattan.
Oh,
Bronx
man.
Bombers.
Them niggas is in Manhattan, bro.
Yeah, but
Come on.
They are.
They're
but-
Manhattan. They're not literally
niggas
like
said, why the Bronx?
But what does it say across the?
New York.
It says New York.
Manhattan.
It says Manhattan. Knicks.
On the bottom.
But how crazy
If you had
on
a
the
chance
bottom,
to
it's
read
sometimes-
New Jersey,
Knicks.
Manhattan Knicks.
Yeah, bro. The Garden's in Manhattan. I had a studio a block away from the Garden.
That's like
You remember that? Remember that studio?
That's like football though. The
Watts, you remember that? Yo,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that was
Yeah.
the most time I seen Watts when I was in the city.
Well, it's
A
close.
lot.
It's close to home. Niggas, much
Niggas think,
easier.
yo, I'm like, oh
I never
shit.
been to that studio.
Never?
Been to that
Ow.
studio, nah.
Yeah.
Never?
Was
Remember
by
that
the Garden?
It was right by the
Garden.
Garden.
Garden. But listen,
Fire.
man.
But forget about
To
that.
go back to your shit though, that's like the Giants and the Jets. That's New Jersey. They're not New York. They
The
play.
niggas
They
is
play in
stupid,
Jersey.
though. The niggas
So,
is
you know what I mean?
trash, though.
Nah, the Giants have always been trash. The Jets
Nah,
has always been
Jets.
trash. First,
And it's like the Mets.
Mets.
Mets is like
New
a
York
Long
too,
Island
that's
team.
Queens,
Nah,
too.
that's like Long Island. Queens, Long
New
Island.
York
shit.
Mets, New York Yankees.
Yeah.
Brooklyn's the only one that fucks shit up.
Right.
True.
Yeah, y'all saw.
There isn't a Brooklyn baseball team.
The Brooklyn Cyclones.
Oh my God.
That's like a G League. Like
I
minor
thought the
league.
Cyclones was
Hold
a fucking
on.
ride in Coney Island.
It is. That's why the Cyclones play right across the street. Cody Island. Shout out to Cody Island.
Shout out to Cody Island niggas.
Okay, what was it say?
Shout out to them.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Celtics. They had Jason Tatum. He got hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a good matchup now.
Yeah, I
You know?
agree.
I didn't know he got hurt.
Yeah, he's
Last game,
doubtful. He hurt his wrist. He got fouled like a dunk and shit. Hurt his wrist.
Lying.
But I think that's enough to beat the Magic.
Lying.
You know what I mean? If they come to the Knicks, if you don't play, if they have Tatum is out against the Knicks could beat them. But I think they have enough still to beat the Magic anyway.
Who's the best player in the Knicks?
Brunson.
Yeah.
Jalen Brunson.
that young boy.
Big body Brunson.
Big body Brunson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody talk about
Nah,
it.
he nice, man. He nice.
He the best player. He
But
do
the
his thing.
only thing is like they need him to do too much. We shouldn't have to have him with the team we have now.
Do
He
everything.
shouldn't have to,
Do everything.
but he is doing. He's already averaging like 35 points a game already in the last two
he
games.
does not pass the
Fire
ball.
Tibbs.
I know Dallas
Yeah.
sick right now.
Of
Yeah.
course,
I know
they're sad.
Dallas sick right now.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Fire the
I
coach.
don't know why they
gave
got
up-
rid of him.
They got, so they traded him to the Knicks from Dallas.
Fuck outta
Fire Tibbs. Yeah, they signed him.
What an idiot.
Well, his dad was also assistant coach.
So it's kind of
It was like collusion, bro.
Come on.
It's
Yo, listen,
collusion.
listen. Wait a minute,
Collusion.
bro. Respectfully.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't even talk a lot because I have friends that have people in their industry,
Yeah.
but it's like you
nepotism.
got help.
Yeah.
you know, you got help.
But listen, but Brunson was nice.
He deserved
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
He's nice
himself.
though. He's nice though,
Yeah,
right?
he's nice. So
Is it
that's
like
nice.
Michael? Remember,
Is-
Jordan has a son that play ball. Is he nice
Nah,
like that?
it's like Bronny. Like
Bronny
It's
can
not
play-
Bronny.
Nah.
It's not
can
a Bronny
Bronny play?
situation.
You
He's
expect
better
him?
than his dad.
Who?
Brunson's better.
Oh,
than
yeah,
his
yeah,
dad.
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Brunson's better than his
Yeah,
dad.
yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay, okay.
yeah, his-
And his dad would probably tell you that.
Yeah, his father wasn't really good. I mean, his father played for the Knicks, but he's like a 10th man. He ain't getting
Yeah.
no burn.
I mean, he got money,
Rick
though.
Brunson. Yeah. And he got
got
money. He got connects.
Chilling.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
feel me?
connect.
So he got him in to the Knicks.
Yeah. Well, let's go Knicks, man. Fire tips, bro.
Okay.
That's what I'm
Fire
saying.
tips.
Fire tips.
Shit, man.
What else we got on the docket today, man?
Fucking
Nah,
Kanye.
We go to my boy Kanye. Yeah,
Want
man.
to talk about Kanye?
All right, yeah, we can talk
Yeah,
about Kanye.
man. Yeah, man. Y'all can start it off because I know y'all gonna come at me. Pause. Be like,
Yeah,
oh,
because I wanted to
that's
say
my-
that one for
that's
last.
that's
it.
my boy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
whatever,
So I wasn't
man.
gonna put that.
Yeah,
first.
so
So-
for the people that don't know what's going on right now, Kanye came out himself on Twitter and in a song that's out right now talking about he's sucking pipe
Cole Cousins.
and his cousin's
His
pipe.
cousin pipe since he was younger.
Since he was
For 8 years.
He stopped when he was 14 years
Yeah,
old.
some shit like that for 8 years. Yeah.
That's crazy, yo.
Yo, you said it like he was doing heroin.
Yo, but I'm just saying, like,
Like he just gave up.
Like-
it went cold turkey.
listen,
Cold turkey on second pipe.
let's be for real now.
Yeah.
That does happen in this world.
Yes.
Where is that
I don't know
is it
nobody
crazy?
that happens to.
Kissing
No,
cousins.
but-
There's definitely kissing cousins.
But you mean it like
out
you know,
there.
there's people in this world that
There's definitely
that
kissing,
do
kissing
that go through that
cousins out
shit.
there.
Like, you know what I'm
100%.
saying?
I agree with that.
You know what I'm
There
saying?
is.
Like-
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, it's crazy.
So
like,
the way he made it seem like he said that
He was
they used
forced.
to, they used to find like you know
Magazines and shit.
dirty magazines.
and try to copy that.
They used to watch. They used to look at it and you know
and try to emulate,
react.
and try to emulate it.
Yeah, react exactly, reenact what they seen.
That's tough. Yo.
Yeah, that's some weirdo
Kanye,
shit.
that's
Look,
tough.
It is weirdo shit.
Kanye, you're a weirdo. He's begging for help. Some people say it's marketing, like my man over
Bug
here.
thinks it's marketing.
I think
Some
it's
people
marketing.
still can
Marketing.
forgive everything he does.
Listen, no.
and still loves him.
No. Let me speak for myself.
All right, well, hold on. Let me finish my thought.
Ain't no forgive.
He's a weirdo and he needs help.
Yeah.
He does need help. I don't care if he's the best marketer on earth. He needs help. Look, I'm glad that he came out the closet because I don't care if you doing that at a certain age, you probably still like that. You know, he has
Yeah,
that
yeah.
trauma. He might still be doing it.
He might be. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm glad that you came out. But he's screaming for help right in front of our faces, and people need to do more instead of saying, "Well, you know, he's a genius or he's just a higher level." He needs help, man.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
And I'm gonna speak on my behalf and say I do not condone none of he does. It is personal
At all.
shit. We talk about this all the time. His music, I fuck with his music. That's it. I like his music. All the other shit he do on the side, that's his, his prerogative, whatever, man.
Yo,
But
you think
I
he-
still fuck with Kanye's music.
Me too. And you think
I
he
like
was?
old Kanye
You
music.
think
I like
he
old
was?
Kanye better, but
They
yeah.
saying that he was in relations with this guy, before he
That's
passed away.
Or they're saying that he was in the, with that-
Virgil.
Virgil could have
Oh,
been.
that makes sense.
Could have been.
They broke up. He went to go work for somebody else.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Facts. They broke
Pretty
up.
much.
That I mean,
and-
that could be. Who
And
knows?
there's this famous trans person, James Starr. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Yeah,
He does like makeup, something like that.
Okay.
Supposedly he tweeted hinting at the whole Kanye thing, saying that he was right when he was supposed he spread rumors about
Yeah.
Kanye that them two hooked up years ago.
Sheesh. That's crazy.
Wow.
So
I wonder why is it such a big deal that if you're gay to just say you're gay as a rapper?
It's
You know what I'm saying?
it's a code. I'm guessing when it comes to that. You know.
We haven't got past
Look,
that 2025. Man.
I think
Nah, still not yet.
the thing
I
is
mean,
the thing with this is I think since all right, so if anyone else came out and said that, I
Mhm.
think it would be cool.
Right.
But when you think about everything else he's been saying,
Right.
to me, that's a scream for help. There's something going on with him mentally
Yeah.
in his mind. I don't
could be
even
You
know.
think
drugs.
now?
Yeah.
You think
It could be-
now?
it could
I
be
think
drugs.
he's been doing that. I think he's been screaming
I
out
think
for
it could
help.
be drugs.
You know what I'm saying? He would just lashes out. I think he's very emotional, and whenever he gets hurt, he just goes to Twitter and puts out his feelings, no filter, and it just comes out how it comes out. He don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he don't got a PR person backing him up. He's just like, fuck it, this is what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing with the cousin shit, the song, he probably wrote the song. Shit was going through, caught in his feelings and wanted to share it, and they decided to put it on Twitter, and now everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? I just wonder if he ever says anything, does he think about it? Like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. Or damn, I went too far. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if that. Or did he feel liberated and say it like, yo, fuck it,
Man,
man.
he might
now they
feel
know.
liberated.
Now
So-
they know.
and I salute him on
I
that
got it off my
behalf.
chest. You know what I'm saying?
Back to your point, was
Yeah.
so they had that Lil Nas X
Right.
who said he was gay openly, and then does he get discredited now?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
I think they embrace him.
Yeah. But he also was more like pop
Yeah,
which
it's
is
not really
I think it's
hip-hop.
easier,
Yeah, to
easier
accept.
lane. You know what I'm
transition.
saying?
Like
You know
if
what I'm
Common came out and said he was gay, it would hurt.
saying? Right.
Yeah, but
Probably not.
I don't think it would hurt because what was Common saying prior? Was he saying that he's a Nazi and all this other
Right.
stuff, selling swastika stuff,
Right.
swastika chains? Like that's all a trend to me. Like this is something that's bigger than just him coming out.
Right.
If he came out and just said, "Hey, this is what
Right.
I like, and I did this," that's fine. That won't even be a headline.
Right, right.
Well, it will be, but
It will
no
definitely
one
be
will be
a
like, "All right,
Right,
what's
right.
going on with him?" With this in particular, it's something is going on with him because he doesn't even need to bring that up. So it's not
Right.
like people are asking
That's what I'm
about
saying.
it.
He just.
What was his reasoning for that?
I'm telling you, thinking myself, like I said, I'm thinking he wrote the song, feelings conjured up, and he just wanted to let it out. That's the only thing I could think of. Like what, like you said, why else like randomly do that? It's like, all right, it's coming out. Try to explain maybe the marketing, maybe Book, what I say, you know what I'm saying? But
Boog's always
now,
said it's
now they
marketing.
know, like, all right, where the song's coming from, what happened, why I wrote that song.
Yeah.
But man,
Everybody gonna want to hear that song.
listen, man, Kanye, if you need help, man, get your help, man.
Yeah,
Help Kanye.
Cole
bro.
quick.
Watson.
Yeah.
Shout out
Yeah,
to the
hold on,
glasses.
Kanye for real.
You know.
Kanye Cole
Shout out
Watson.
to the glasses, timeless product, man. I
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
take them
shout out
off.
to
Shout out
Timeless
to Timeless
Product.
Product. Yeah, them shits is fire.
This is fire, right?
Fire,
Shout out
super
to the
fire.
boy. We gotta get him on here.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
get him on here for sure.
We definitely gonna get them on here. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yo, what about your boy Shannon Sharp?
Nah. We saw about Shannon Sharp. We gotta go to Shannon.
I'm just
Nah.
saying. All right.
We say Shannon for the next episode.
saying, bro.
Yeah. Nah, we talk about Shannon.
All right.
Tune in for the next episode. We gonna get into Shannon because he's definitely
Yeah, we got a lot to
he's
say
outside.
about that.
He's outside and he's wilding. For sure. Let's get into our guest. How about that? Pause.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, that was wild. That was wild. Let's get. Oh, Ken, what's good with you, Ken, man?
Hey, man, I'm good. I'm good. Thank God, man. Thank you, fellas, always.
Yeah.
You
Let's
know?
go, man. Thank you, man, for popping up on us, man.
For sure. Boogie was telling us a little about your story about, where you came from and stuff, and, just your story in general, man. I thought it was really interesting. And we want to elaborate and let the viewers know, man, a little bit about your story, man.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I was born in Sarajevo, and that's in Bosnia.
Okay.
I was born during a conflict over there. So that place has always been predominantly the same Slavic type of people, separated by religion mostly.
Okay. What was the two
So-
religions?
So 3 religions. There was
Okay.
the Catholics,
Catholic.
the Muslims, and the Christians.
Okay.
You know, they had that conflict, and then it got really crazy for people because internal borders started popping up. So now I'm stepping back, and I'm here in the United States. Grew up here, grew up in Jersey. Shout out Jersey.
Shout out to Jersey. Let's go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jersey.
But I see we have that same type of separation, except we don't have those internal borders here. So over there, they all look the same and treat each other different based off religion.
That's purely religion. Yeah.
Purely religion.
Because they are basically the same people. They're just separated through
All from
religion.
all the same country.
Right.
Yeah.
Despite what any of them tell you, they're 90% genetically.
Are the same.
Right. All
Point
the
blank.
same bloodline type shit.
Yep, for sure. And then you come here and you see it happening, especially within the last like 10 years, man.
Yeah.
Jeez. What is happening? We are having these divides where it's like pushing people to be segregated against each
Right.
other.
That's all part of the bigger plan.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Control.
politics
Trump.
Control.
and when it comes to religion,
Yeah.
if your politics only works if you create a divide. And like you can't not have politics work if everyone thinks the
Everybody
same.
thinks the same.
You have to divide it in order for it to work. If not, it's pointless. Same thing with religion. Yeah.
100%. I agree. I'm gonna get out dropping gems.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Talk to the back.
Yeah.
Talk
Nah,
to
it's
the
true.
back.
It's true.
It is.
It's real talk.
So wait,
how-
real quick, where's Bosnia?
That's north of Greece,
Okay.
east of Italy.
Copy.
Yep, and north of Albania too.
Right.
No.
Shout out to all
Albania.
Albanians.
Shout out to Albania. If I had an Albanian roommate, Julius and my man across the hall, man. He was a wild boy. Shout out to the Albanians.
Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to
Yeah,
everybody.
for real.
Yeah, for real.
That's
So,
right.
so my question to you is, how old were you when you moved? Like when all this is going on that you could remember, how old were you?
Oh, probably its memory started around like age 3.
Okay.
And then I came here during kindergarten. I was 6 years old when I came.
Okay.
So over there, like I remember going through tunnels that they made to get us to refugee camps,
Sheesh.
seeing soldiers at like 6 years old. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a grown man like you guys. Like
Yeah.
if we saw it now, we'd be we'd be looking at it like, oh shit.
Right.
So everything was a little skewed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And I would think that at that time that was what you knew, right?
right, that was
Yeah.
the norm.
Still, yeah.
Right, right,
So still could be scary
You
from
didn't
a
even
6-year-old,
understand.
but
Right,
that's all you know.
Right. Didn't even understand like that was wrong. You just thought that's how the world was. Type
Right,
shit.
exactly,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. Until I came over here,
Yeah.
I was able to see my peers.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Whoa, it was the craziest thing.
All
I'm
different
like,
colors, different.
Not
everything.
even that. They're like, they don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Yo,
have no idea shit's
fucking
going on.
idea
Right,
what's going
What's
on.
happening back
that's
there?
They don't
crazy,
know.
yo.
So they're sitting here and we're talking about, yeah, I want to be a firefighter, little Tommy. You know what I mean? All that shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm over there like, I just want to be alive.
Right.
That's it. I just want to be breathing.
Sheesh,
That's
deep.
it. You know?
Yeah.
And
And to them from Jersey, that's a world's away. So
Yeah.
a lot of people don't even know what's going on. I didn't know about any of that.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've seen something on it, but I didn't know to this extent.
yeah, for sure. I mean, look at all the other places it's happening too. Free Gaza, for real.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Shout out to Palestinians. you know what I mean?
Shout out
For sure.
Palestinian homies. Shout out to them.
And it's a lot of separation, you know? So you come here and now as an adult, I see more separation. Not so much around the guys our age.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we kind of came up, it was kind of dope.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Everybody,
Not for
you
nothing.
accept everybody a lot more.
Right,
100%.
right. I see the younger kids are separating
Yeah.
and they're getting dangerous. You know what I mean? So I think that's why the real thing I really wanted to get into management.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, so like I started my hustle and that was after my dad's initials. Rest
Okay.
in peace, my pops.
R.I.P. to
It's
Pop.
been almost 2
NH, right?
years.
NH?
Yeah, MH, yeah.
MH.
That's right.
My fault.
That's
MH.
right. So those are his initials, and I thought about why I wanted to call it my hustle. So he had a lot of sacrifice for the family. So what he sacrificed was what gave me the ability to hustle.
Yeah.
You know, so I got to do it. I got to show up for my team, my producers. I got to show up for nice, for sincere. You know, for case they winning, for Bugs
shout out to
always.
all of them.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
let's go.
Shout out Bugs.
Right.
Shout out to the
Bugs
team.
and
Shout out to the
Mental.
team.
Shout out to the whole team. Facts.
You know, so we're just really happy to be here, man, and just collaborating, breaking those borders up. Jersey shouldn't be separated.
Right.
Definitely.
You got
not.
Central Jersey, North Jersey, South Jersey. It's stupid.
Still Jersey.
It's Jersey, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope. I mean, I would say I would love if we had a manager, you know what I'm saying, to be like my manager to have that dedication and believe like from where you came from, like that's your inspiration.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's like, all right, now I know he going for me because he dealt with so much stuff back home. Like this shit, I mean,
This shit's light. This
right?
shit light,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you deal with, I don't want to say real life stuff because both sides of real life stuff, but that's a lot more traumatizing, a lot more. Like you say, people worry about jobs and stuff. So over there, you worry about where you gonna get your next meal. You know, are you gonna see the date tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? Like that got to be crazy, man. Shout out to you, man. It takes a lot of strength and courage to get out of that.
I
Word,
appreciate
word,
you. I
man.
appreciate the
Facts.
love, for real, for real.
Facts, man. That's so dope.
And also, when it goes to your management team, how many people you have under there? Like what's going on with that?
Right
Give us
now-
a little insight on that.
Oh, we have a lot of interesting guys. So we got my man Link,
Shout out to Link.
which
Shout out to
he's
Link.
on the business end of things with me.
Okay.
Real behind the scenes, you know. Shout out to my man Jay.
Okay.
Let's go.
He's a digital teacher, actually. He teaches at Hudson Community College.
All right, fire.
dope.
You know, so he knows how to do all the coding, all the stuff revolving around technology and everything. He's our go-to for AI. You know, I got my man K-State winning.
K-State
Shout out to
winning. Shout out
K-State
to
winning,
K-State
man.
winning.
Yeah, that's my guy. He always showing love. He was showing love.
Always,
Boy
man.
got
Great dude.
hits. Boy
Nah,
got some hits.
I would say
fire, right?
too, you know, not to cut you off, but one thing since the beginning of the show, you guys always show love, always repost our shit, always comment, always. I mean, the first one, like before I even get on the shit and see the shit, I'm like, yo, man, they already reposted it, put a comment, man. So we definitely appreciate that, man, and we gonna remember that when we where we want to be. That who was
Facts.
there in the beginning. You feel me?
Absolutely.
100%.
Make sure those notifications are on.
Yo, facts. Make sure you
Facts.
follow,
That's right.
tag, like, not a podcast.
I don't get
Heard?
it. It's easy. Love is free.
Love is
is
free.
free.
You feel me?
Love
It
Like,
don't cost
free.
nothing.
it don't.
Love don't
It don't
cost a
really.
thing.
If you don't repost it, it has to be something that you have against us for you not to repost because it's free. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't take you out your time. So I'm just letting you know. Just follow us.
Facts. So
know
you
what
on
I'm saying?
Instagram all
Like,
day.
I don't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Like, when you take a shit, you on your phone. On your lunch break, you on your phone. When you arguing with your bitch, you on your phone. So there has to be one time, you know what? Let me just press the repost. And,
Right.
You know,
So a book is saying, man, just show love, like, share,
My
subscribe to Not a Podcast. No, you said it the right way. You
Jesus.
good. You good. So Ken, real quick to get back to the beginning essence, right? Now, when you came to America, right, was it like just you wanted to just escape, you know, the stuff you was going through, or was it like America is like the dream? You know what I'm saying? The American dream. Were you chasing that, or was it more like I just need to get out of here type stuff?
So I
Or a
went
little bit of both.
first.
Or his family.
Yeah.
Yeah, first it was me and my mother and my father stayed to fight.
Okay.
And we ended up at a refugee camp waiting for him to come. And then my mother's side of the family's out here, out in Newburgh, around that area, Fishkill.
Yeah.
Shit.
And
Shout out to
so-
my Newburgh niggas, you heard?
You heard?
Yeah.
Y'all niggas them there.
Nah, they different though.
Still niggas is
They
different out
man. They different.
Different.
For real. So we came over here with them. They sponsored us actually.
Okay.
So we got all the paperwork.
That's
We
big.
had to wait a year and a half,
Mm.
and then we were able to.
So explain to the people that don't know what a sponsorship is.
Yeah.
So for the refugee program, the sponsorship started off as you get a family, a relative, or somebody that wants to potentially hire you for work that can start your immigration process
Mm-hmm.
and get you here with the green card. And then after 10 years, if you're in refugee status,
Yeah.
you could go ahead and apply for
Like a
citizenship.
citizen. Right.
Mm.
So you're a citizen. How long have you been a citizen?
Since I was 18, so
Nice.
quite some time.
Five.
Quite some
Five.
time.
Back,
God
yo.
bless, bro.
You
You
Plus.
became a man and
Yo,
became a citizen.
facts. My man, one of my
Can't come get him now,
Word.
suckers.
one of my mans that from LA is Croatian, and he just became a citizen like, or maybe a couple, like 4 or 5 years ago, and he was super excited to get like the citizen card. Like it was like very proud moment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And you know what's crazy though? These people that be applying
Shout out to Evo.
for citizenship know more about history and about the U.S. than we do.
100%. He knows
Yeah.
mad shit, yo. He be taking pictures of all type of
They know the
historical
presidents and all that
monuments and all that
shit.
shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo,
100%. They
bro.
proud. They proud.
100%. They're very proud.
When are we gonna get back to being proud to be American, man?
I think when we get a great president that we could be proud of.
Yeah.
I'm still always gonna be proud.
I
to
mean,
be
I'm proud to be American.
Yeah,
So
but
and you know, stories like what Ken shared makes me be even more proud and be accepted and appreciative of growing up in America, living in America. Because again, we deal with so much superficial shit that we're like worried about. Whatever, it's like, yo, it could be so much more worse. Man. You know what I'm saying?
it could always be worse.
It could be
always
so
be
much
worse.
worse, man. 100%, yo.
Yeah. So you came over here. You got sponsored by your family. So go ahead, keep going.
All right, then we came to Jersey, lived in Englewood, Fort Lee, just moved around a lot. Ended up in Dumont. Shout out to Dumont. I love
Shout out
Dumont.
to Dumont.
Hell yeah, that shit is
Dumont
nice.
niggas.
That shit is nice. I like
Man,
it.
my boys from college.
Hey man, the
Yeah, I
chillest
went to
place.
college.
You went to college?
Yeah, I went to
bro?
college.
Ah, you never been to college, nigga. Yeah.
I went to Ramapo. Yeah.
I went to Bergen Community.
Ralph,
Yeah, shout out to my
yeah,
Bergen
yeah.
niggas.
I didn't really go to study. I just went.
I think we all
Yeah,
did.
I think we all did.
You know
How
what
long? How long you was in college for?
I wasn't. I just went.
Yeah. How long you there?
I was supposed to be there for 1 year.
Yeah. How long you
Niggas
had
did
made?
for like 2.
I made 1 year.
Yeah,
Not
I,
1 year.
I made one semester, man. Shout out to your brother and Pat and that nigga used to be in the dorm and always do is play 2K.
He was over there too a lot.
2K a PlayStation.
I was over there
I
a
was
lot.
over there, bro. Always do. Well, they went to school with me.
I remember.
No, I know. I'm saying, but they was in they was in the same school.
People go
you know,
hang
same
out with
college,
you,
bro.
My bad. I forgot.
We used to
go to your dorm.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember?
I don't think I've ever been to your dorm.
Nah.
I did. That
Yo,
shit look like a jail.
Yo,
my
always
nigga.
we had the
Yellow
We had,
walls.
nah, don't do that.
That shit look like a
Don't do
jail,
that.
my nigga.
Don't do
Come-
that, bro. Yo, Pat,
nigga.
Pat, comment on here, man. You was there all the
Yo,
time,
bro,
man. This
you
nigga lying.
Yo, bro.
The only thing that was bad about it, we had a fridge that was fucked up, and you couldn't open the fridge because you opened that fridge and it smelled like
The only thing that was dope
was
too,
shit
though,
there, bro.
that it was.
How you got a fridge that you can't open?
yo, that shit was bad,
You
bro.
open one door and there's all the girls on the other side. It was like that. right?
It was co-op. Yeah, it was co-op.
Yeah, so-
it was
Oh,
co-op.
So that's
So
what,
you
that's
could-
why
It
book
was
kept
co-op.
wanted to go.
It was co-op.
Nah, but
You know, man.
you know,
I had a great time for the
We
one
had a great-
the one semester I was there.
we had a great time.
All I-
Great time.
We had
Yo,
a great time.
Facts.
You heard?
Super facts.
We had a great time.
Man, you went
We
to
had a great time
You
in
went to college
Rutgers.
with him or with me, bro?
Look, yo, we went. Yo, look how many colleges we went
I'll
to.
do what I
I
break
went to
with.
Hold on, hold on. Let me count it. NJCU,
Yeah.
Montclair.
Yo, hit the ball, hit the ball.
Right there.
Oh,
Rutgers. How many? Ramapo.
Freddie Dickinson.
Fairleigh Dickinson.
Dickinson.
Hey,
Yo, we went to all those colleges.
hey.
You
No,
heard?
you said Rutgers already.
Bergen Community was the best.
Yo.
Well, at the
Nah.
time. Yo, listen.
Rutgers was fire too.
Nah, I go from Rutgers
was
to
fire. And
parties. We used to go
they
to
had the
Rutgers.
food truck though. Food truck. What's the favorite shit they got out there? The favorite sandwich.
Fat Boys.
Yeah, yeah.
burgers?
Fat
Fat
burgers. Yeah,
burgers?
what? Fat burgers.
Fat sandwiches.
Fat sandwiches. Shout out to Rutgers.
Yo, listen, man. We went to all those
are good
colleges.
times.
You
Facts.
heard?
Facts. I even was all up.
I remember
I was even up at
Rutgers
Cedar
Fest.
Hall.
Rutgers
I
Fest.
was even up at Cedar Hall.
I would never go there. Well, I think they canceled it after the last day that I went to Rutgers Fest. I think people got killed out there. People got shot. People got. I seen people getting robbed, knocked out. It was the worst.
Wow,
yo.
yo.
It was bad, yo.
Yo.
I said I'll never
How
go
about-
back again. And I think they canceled it.
You got any good? Yeah, no, they canceled because of that.
I think so. I think they did.
Montclair was
Okay,
dope.
Montclair was dope too. Okay, you got any college experiences that you want to share, bro? If not, if you
none I
can't,
could,
yeah.
none I could legally talk about.
Okay,
No.
fair enough. Fair enough. Nah.
Nah, I learned the true meaning of entrepreneurship.
Okay.
I can say
Oh, so
that.
you learned something in
Okay,
college. At least you learned something. I ain't learned
Yeah.
shit, bro.
The
For
true
sure.
meaning of
Yeah.
entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
I got to just see and observe.
Yeah.
And hey man, it's an open playground. You just got to go out there and just fucking have fun with it, man.
Find your lane and master it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And don't try to, I stay in my own lane. I stay in my own lane. I'll show love.
I have
true.
a probably like a controversial question or a deep question. How do you feel about what's going on now with like ICE and shit, man? Because like you said, your family came over and you came for a better world, a better chance in life. Like you're not here trying to, rape and rummage and pillage
Right.
all children. And now it's just like, it don't even matter what you're here for. You could have been here for 20 years working hard and they still snatching you up and shit, man. How do you feel like...
And paying your taxes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about that if you don't want to,
No, for real. I'll give you an opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's crazy because they're over adjusting. I feel like the adjustments should have been smaller.
Okay.
Because
Elaborate
now
on that.
we had it go completely one way. And when you try to balance the scale, right? Allegedly, you got to put a little bit more weight on the other side to find an in-between. And I feel like we didn't do that. I feel like we just went ahead and threw a rock, a fucking boulder on the other side, and now we're overcompensating.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like crazy. Because they get tax IDs, bro. I worked in a restaurant industry for 8 years.
They get tax IDs.
They get tax IDs.
That's how they pay the tax.
They pay taxes,
They still
bro.
pay taxes. They still do
Right.
everything Americans do.
But when you get people that are like sent here for political reasons, and I think there was a game that they were playing. I don't think they'll ever admit it. I don't think they'll ever really talk about it. But I feel like they've been putting people on this country just for some political type of move, some agenda
Got you.
that they don't
Yo,
want to
let's
reveal.
talk about that. Come on,
I love
man.
that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know what to trust. I look
Yeah,
at
yeah.
one thing on TV. I'm like, all right, 3 good points, 10 things that are complete shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I go to the other channel, 3 good points and 10 things to distract you from whatever the fuck is
What's
really
really
going
going
on.
on.
What's going on? I don't even know who to trust.
Yo,
You know what I mean? You look in the mirror and tell you who you know?
Right.
Yeah,
Facts.
no, it's true.
Nah, it's definitely true.
That's why this game is it's a really tricky game, man. Because in order to think for yourself, you have to listen to everything. So you have to listen to shit that you probably don't necessarily agree with, but they might tell you some stuff that can be true or is true, and then you got to listen to some stuff you do believe in, and then you got to be able to dissect to see if that's true or not.
Yeah, you gotta decipher the truth.
Nah, it's true.
It's
man.
true. Nah, because
That's the only way.
Because what it comes down to is so much information.
Too much.
It's too much.
We're not ready
too
for
much,
that much
almost
information.
too much information that anybody can have an opinion. Anybody can tell you something, and now you got to do your research to realize is it really true or is it just bullshit? Or like you said, a lot of people and a lot of politics and just like people in general, what they do is they hide. They always say there's a little lie in the truth, a little truth,
there's a
little
truth in
a
every lie.
a truth in every lie because they give you a little bit to get you in there, like, oh, I believe that, and then they'll say some bullshit just to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, so it's all about deciphering it and figuring it out for yourself.
And there's a thin line of someone telling you something but not telling the whole truth. So you only get caught up on one thing, but they didn't tell you that this actually happened, which contradicts what you're bringing up.
That's what. Listen, man. Not to get back to it, but that's my boy. I feel like it's my boy Kanye, right? He
boy Kanye,
He
there
do
you
a lot. He do. I mean, listen. He do a lot of interviews where he say some shit that makes sense, but then he say some wild, outlandish
Right after.
shit after, and it's like nobody's listening to what the shit is that made sense in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So it just, I feel like that's just what it is.
And I feel like there might be a reason for that.
Yeah.
Because what about the truth that you're saying is too powerful? You know, what if you're saying something that's going to potentially cause reactions?
Right. Change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And then you have to say something
To throw it off.
on the scale.
Right.
You put it on the scale. You throw a boulder on the other side, man.
I like the scale now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I like that. I like that too. It makes a lot of sense now, especially with this that he just tied it together
Right.
now.
Right.
Chacho.
Shout out to Ken. Shout out to Ken.
Chacho.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of bullshit that goes on, man.
But
That's a lot.
don't you think like it's kind of crazy like what we expect perfection from certain people? Like we all don't have a little bit of dirt.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm sure if we, you know what I mean? If we really got into it, everybody did something wrong type
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Nobody's perfect.
yeah.
So I don't think that I look at people as on a pedestal of just being perfect. I just believe people when they tell you who they are. A lot of people would say, "Oh no, he didn't really mean it like that. He means this." How many times they're gonna tell you the same shit,
Facts.
and then you're gonna
Till you
say,
believe
"No,
it.
he didn't really mean it like that."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that gets old
Super
tired.
facts.
So that's where I'm at. I don't care. Like I'm not perfect. I did dirt. I did
Right.
grimy shit.
Allegedly.
You've been there a few times, allegedly.
Allegedly,
You know what I'm saying?
for
You
sure.
seen,
Dude, we all
yeah,
done.
like we all done.
like we
We
said,
all
we all
got
done.
ours.
We
Yeah,
all
for
done.
sure. Allegedly.
It's just-
Allegedly, yeah.
you just got to, like you said, you just got to know who to trust, and to go off of what you said, pause. It's just too much information, man. Our bodies are not meant for that, man. We get news at a heartbeat now. Like we don't even need to know all the shit that's going on in other countries. I'm not saying that's not important, but it gets fed to us faster than anything else.
Facts.
Because our algorithm knows what gets clicks and what's likes. Everything is measured by likes, clicks, retweets, reposts, follows. So that's what's important instead of actually figuring out why this shit's going on.
And also, I think it brings unwarranted stress.
Exactly.
Right? Because now people are worried about stuff going on miles and miles away. Not saying you shouldn't worry about it.
That's what I'm saying.
But you can't really do nothing about it for where you at. And now you're just stressed out over that stuff. And now it brings stress into your real life. And, you know, it affects you mentally, affects you thinking about stuff going on over there, which really probably never will even affect you, you know, straight on over here. So I agree with that. Like, there's too much information, too much stuff. Like, and people don't know how to compartmentalize,
yeah.
you know, certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everything shouldn't have the same effect on you. Like, if you see something going on in, let's say, whatever, man, anywhere that's not near and dear to you, right, affecting you right there, it shouldn't be stressing you the same way something else is stressing you right in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion.
I think it's polarizing. I think it's polarizing for that reason.
Right.
Yeah.
I think they make you look at the clicks. They make you look at the pictures.
The algorithm.
And you know what? You're going to become desensitized a certain way, you know, to certain things. And they're just going to keep pressing that line. Once they find the post, shout out my man Neff. Once they find the post, they put their finger on it. They don't let
it go. They don't let off.
And before you know it, hooked. That's it. But what you think?
They stopped the post, so you're dead.
What do you think about? What do you think about social media right now? Good, bad?
Yo,
Do
bro,
we need it? Like, I know the good.
there's the good and the bad. You can make money off of it, or it can ruin your life.
Yeah.
Either or. That's the.
As society, better with it, better without it. It's too late now,
It's
but
too late. I mean, what sucks is too that we have kids, and
it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah, and it's crazy how they can find anything now at 5, 6 years old on the phone.
Straight on
you know what I'm
the
saying? Straight on the internet before even hitting the age. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I just seen? My son, 7 years old, right?
Yeah.
I'm watching YouTube with him, kids channel, watching kids videos, and there was a commercial ads for Bumble and like Tinder for dating.
Wow.
Yeah.
No way.
They brainwashing early.
Wow.
They brainwashing early.
That's sad. yo.
Wild.
but
For kids, like kids shows,
Wild.
Tinder, Bubble. I think it was one of them. It was one of those dating
That's
sites.
Wow.
And then he might ask, "Hey,
he just click on it. Oh, he might just click on it.
Can I download the
Yeah,
app?
he might just click on
Download
it.
it.
Right. That's crazy, bro.
Ain't that
Yo.
crazy?
So listen, man. Actually, so I was talking to Al, and I get to really talk to you about, but that's why I wanted to bring up another segment of the show, which is basically topics, right? The topic of the day. So I think that could be a great topic of the day. The topic of the day, I think, should be: do you think social media is hurting or helping? And if so, how is it helping or how is it hurting?
And we want the people out there to let us know.
Yeah, I want you
on
to
the comments.
comment,
Drop it
leave
in
a
the
comment,
comments
and
for
let us know
sure.
your opinion.
Yeah.
You think social media is helping or hurting? More helping or more hurting? Please let us know what you think, man. I'm very interested.
That's the topic of the day.
It's
Topic
just,
of the day.
You can find anything on the internet.
how would you feel?
It was
if you
harder
could?
for
Yeah.
us, and it was way harder for the ones before us. You understand?
Yeah, but the thing is, before us, they were good. They came out just fine.
I know that's what I'm
You know
saying,
what
but
I'm
meaning
saying?
like just to find like just to say a porn or something, you can. It was different back in the day. You know what I'm
You
saying?
had to go to the store
or get a
with a trench
book.
coat,
Also,
a low hat. You gotta buy it.
People didn't want you to know.
Put in a paper
People
bag.
didn't want people to know that you was into that at those
Right,
days.
right,
Now
100%.
it's like
It
they
go back.
want you to. Yo, bro, when they post, regular couples can make 10 grand from home from recording their sex videos.
Right.
You know how many people do
they
that
pushing
now?
you. They
But a
push-
lot
they
of people
pushing that.
going,
They pushing that.
Because look at
We do-
society.
We do it for free. Might as well.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you already
feel me?
busting it down
You do it
already,
for
right?
free.
But you know, might as well make it up. But that's so then, how would you look at that if the person was innocent?
They making
All
it okay.
You know, they're trying to do is just make $1.
Yeah, they making it okay. They making it.
Where they're home with their kids making money, and then when the kids go to sleep or go to grandma's house, whatever, you shoot your OnlyFans videos, whatever you do, and upload, and then like
The problem with
So
that. and
how would you look at it like
shout out to
Shout out to the OnlyFans
Shout out to Curry
girls.
Lad at OnlyFans. You heard? The
Yeah,
problem with
shout
that is
out
what
to
we
Mo.
talked about with her too is like, but then eventually kids can see that.
Yeah, when
They could download
of course,
that too.
and then, but look,
That's the
perfect example.
That's the problem.
Kim Kardashian.
Right.
They said, "Oh, we saw your mom getting duked out."
Right. That's crazy.
They gotta live with these
They gotta
things.
live with
Yeah,
that.
but
On road,
On
duked
Roblox.
out.
But wait, you know what? She gonna have mom pay for a Ferrari, right? But what about these regular?
Right.
You in a Toyota and your mom getting a back blown
Right.
out.
Man.
You in a
Oh,
fucking.
my-
You in
that's what I'm saying.
1990.
Okay, right.
You know
You're
what
not
I mean?
even benefiting
Come
from
on,
it.
dog.
I seen a
Facts.
OnlyFans girl on Instagram, right?
That's right.
I forgot her name. She was interviewing her little brother,
Mm.
and she
Oh,
goes,
shit. I saw
and
that.
she goes, "I can't even walk in school because of you.
Mm.
Yeah,
Like I can't
seen
even
that.
have friends because they just talk about you, what you do, and
Yeah.
whatever you do on OnlyFans is like you ruined my life."
Damn.
and the
That's
girl's
deep.
sister's just looking at her.
That's
And she
deep.
makes millions, you know,
Yeah.
but like one of those, like,
Yeah.
I seen
and she didn't even know what to say, yo.
That's deep. That's us.
time
I
to
seen this.
move.
I seen this other crazy thing. I seen this other crazy thing before we get too crazy because it's a
Yeah.
wild topic.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
another one with some lady. Her cameraman is her son.
Nah, that's wild.
That's dirty. dancing.
Nah, that's dirty dancing.
That's dirty
dancing.
That's dirty
Dirty
dancing on
dancing.
dance floor for sure.
So anyway,
Yo,
Nah, that was wild. Drop a bomb on that
Yo,
one.
hold
That
on,
was
fuck
crazy.
a bomb.
Nah,
Hold on,
that's
I gotta
too
do
much.
one of these.
That's
yo.
too much, bro.
Yo,
Yeah,
that's nasty.
yo,
That's nasty work, yo.
That is super nasty.
Talk
That's not
about-
even. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Keeping it in the family is crazy.
Yeah, facts. Get the fuck out of here with that one. Good.
Yo.
Yo, wait, hold on. What's the balance on that scale, yo?
Yo.
What rock goes where?
Yo.
Yeah, that's a fucking.
Tip it. That's it.
Tip the scale. It's over.
Yo, you know, it's,
You went too
I know
far.
we keep on talking about, but I saw some funny shit last night. Not funny, but I'm on Twitter because Twitter got the
Oh,
crazy
yeah,
shit.
to Twitter, wow.
A husband walks in on his son smashing his mom.
Yeah. It was like a body cam
Nah, bro.
footage.
He had
Nigga,
That niggas
body
getting too
cam?
crazy.
my
bro.
word, he called the cops. He says, "I
Yeah,
want my
it was
son
body cam
out of here
footage.
now."
This is explicit.
I caught him having sex with his mom with my wife. It was
Wow.
wild, bro.
Wow. The show is rated R. Please, if you're not 18 or
Yeah,
under,
this
please
one's
don't watch
crazy.
the show.
Oh yeah,
Wait, don't watch this segment.
Yeah, don't watch
This
the second. Watch
parts.
the beginning. Stop right now.
Stop right now.
but you know, it's a crazy.
It's a crazy world, bro.
What
Ain't
a
no
crazy
limit to weirdos.
But that also comes back to the internet where that shit was
Bye,
probably
have a great
going on
day.
forever
Topic of the
and
day.
people can't see.
Yeah.
And now
Bye, have a
you
great
can see
day.
it. You know what I'm saying? So it all.
And another
comes back
disclaimer.
around.
Everything we mentioned, we don't necessarily agree or disagree with.
Right.
This is just
This is
us chatting,
our
and we're
opinions.
giving our opinions
Our
on some of
views and
this. So
opinions.
let's let you guys know.
So I think with that being said, I think we should get into our Booger's Famous Five, man. I think it's
Booger's
about that
Famous
time,
Five.
man. So for the viewers that don't know, and for Kenny you don't know, I'm sure you do because you watch
tuned in, I'm
you watch
tuned
that
in.
tuned in, tapped in. Booger's Famous Five. Boog got 5 questions for you. He's gonna ask you. And just give us your best answers, man. Let's go.
Uh-oh.
Number
First
1.
question is, what's your favorite shoe?
Favorite shoe
Or
gotta say.
shoes.
Shoes.
The left.
What's your favorite
Brand.
brand of shoe?
Air Max for
Oh
sure.
shit! All right.
Well, what year though? What year?
What year Air Max?
97s.
Oh.
97.
I
Both
was gonna say
Okay.
95s. I was gonna say 95s.
Say
think Air Max
95, but there's definitely airbags too. So shout
I'm
out to
a
Air Max.
95 nigga.
I think 97s are the best.
For real?
Yeah.
You don't like
Yeah,
Air
95s?
Max 97 is probably the best.
Shit's
Damn,
comfortable. Airbags. shout out to
95s is
shout out
not
to Air Max.
comfortable?
No, they were all. I fuck with all their Max.
Y'all remember when y'all set me up when I brought those Air Max 95 rainbows and we went to the village to go drink dollar beer?
Hey, yo.
Niggas set me up, yo. Remember that? Yeah. And then that night we
Boog was getting extra
jumped.
love.
Allegedly.
There was a big fight.
Yeah, Boog was getting extra.
I ain't gonna front, niggas. I mean, I have nothing against it, but they took me to a bar in the middle of the LES.
No,
I
it was
think it was-
LES.
it was
LES.
Christopher
It was,
Street.
no, it was
Christopher
down the
Street.
hatch. Shout out to down the hatch. Dollar beers.
Niggas had the gay flag right in front.
Dollar beers.
Right
No,
there.
they did, bro.
Yes, they did.
Man, no, they
All those
did,
shops
man.
had the gay flag on top.
Oh my god.
And I had
it
the
was just shoes,
rainbow,
nigga, not the flag.
the rainbow Air Max 95 special edition with the
Well,
Nuggets jersey.
all I gotta
with
say
the
is- hold on.
rainbow Nuggets jersey on.
All I gotta
nigga.
say is Boog
That's
didn't
your
pay
fault.
for one drink.
I
that night.
didn't though. I didn't though. You heard? I didn't. I didn't pay for
Yo.
shit.
Hey, yo.
Yo,
Boog,
Boog, man, you
down
gotta
the
know-
hatch is crazy.
Nah,
Yeah,
they didn't bother me. They didn't bother me in the spy. It's just when we was walking, not bothering, but you know,
They cat call you, Boog?
I was a fly
100%.
nigga, bro.
But
I
you
got
gotta
a
know
little,
where you going,
little
bro.
old hair, bro. I was a fly nigga.
You got
know
me
what I'm saying?
too. You got me too.
You feel me?
Yo. Also, we had 40 beers for $40, but they
Can't go wrong.
you
And
know what I
they
mean?
were warm.
Yo, what's
Think about the good part about it, bro.
They were warm. Remember we thought it was
$40.
bonus.
Yo,
It's
we
okay to
first
get
went
hit on.
there. We went there for the first time. We had no idea, man. What the fuck we did? Like idiots. We ordered like 20. We got to do $20. So we want 20 beers. And we got 20 beers on the table.
Yo,
Shit, by
warm.
the time we got to like
Warm.
the third, fourth beer, it was hot as hell. So it was stupid as
yo.
fuck.
But we had fun.
No, we had fun though. Shout out to
And
them.
then after that, we started bringing it was the female.
Yeah,
Then the female
then we
took it
got
over.
lit. That we still beer
got
pop
lit.
and shit. Hell yeah.
And we thought it was hard because we all had 100. Like, yeah, 100
Yeah,
beers,
we wanted to go
nigga.
crazy. We wanted to go
Like, yeah,
crazy. We wanted
nigga,
to buy
I
the
50
bar.
Yo, niggas, I got 50 on it. We good.
We good.
We
It's
want
on
to buy
me.
the
It's on
bar.
It's on me. Like, you 50 beers on the table, nigga. I'm like, yo, and it's a small spot.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Like a
yo.
little college spot, yo. All right, question number two. How the fuck we over $1 for airbags and
My
dollar
bad.
beers?
I'm just saying, I'm
Nah,
just
it's good. It's
saying.
all good, baby. We got it. Number 2.
Well, if you had to pick one borough to live in, what would you pick?
Ooh.
To live in. Yo, honestly,
Like the 5 boroughs, you know.
I think probably somewhere in Manhattan.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Shout out to Elias.
Probably towards the Brooklyn Bridge just to be able to get.
You in Brooklyn?
Yes.
Elias, shout out to Elias. You heard? You know what you talking about.
shit.
Yeah,
You
man.
know the vibe, right?
Yeah, you know what's up.
Damn. All right.
Question number 3.
Question number 3.
If you can have a dinner with somebody in the world, who would it be?
Dead or alive or just
Dead or
one
alive.
person? Dead or alive.
I would bring back Pops for real.
Oh,
For real.
R.I.P.
Rest in
Pops.
peace.
Fire.
MH shirt.
He doing this for you, Pops.
That's
MH,
right.
man. That's what's up,
fire,
man.
fire.
Alright.
Like that.
Question number 4.
4. What's your favorite plate of food?
Favorite dish. Let's go.
What's your favorite dish?
Listen, I
you
like
have to-
going. I
and you
like
can eat it every day.
consistently.
On the island, can
Yeah.
only get one dish made for you, transported to you.
So we're gonna go with the linguine with the Alfredo.
Oh.
Man said linguine. How you doing? How you doing?
How you fucking
Hey, how you
doing?
doing? That linguine.
Otherwise,
Gabagool.
how many filet mignons you gonna eat before you never want to have a filet mignon
Facts.
again?
Yo,
Before you have a heart attack.
Boy, filet mignon
All day.
to the death.
Gotta bring it to the steakhouse.
Wrap that bacon.
Yo, shout
That
out to
shit
Spark
sounds
Hill Steakhouse.
crazy,
You
bro.
heard?
Facts.
Wrapped in bacon.
Garlic butter too.
Wait, what
All that.
steakhouse? What steakhouse?
Spark Hill Steakhouse
Spark
in
Hill
Spark Hill,
Steakhouse.
New York.
Yo,
Yo, man,
invite us.
pull up,
Shout
man.
out.
We pull up, man. Shoot over there.
We're gonna be over there.
I love me some steak, bro.
Give me the word. We could do an episode over there.
Say the boy.
shit. Tomahawk.
You got connect.
Tomahawks.
family, man.
Let's do
Damn,
it.
tomahawk.
Yo, Spark
Let's go.
Hill
Let's go.
Steakhouse.
I
You
want a
heard?
tomahawk.
Yo, tomahawk
To the
for 2.
face.
To the face? Ah, you a savage.
Hey,
To the
Yo.
face. I don't do
yo.
it for 2, bye. Do that to the face.
Butterfly or nah?
Nah,
Nah, straight up.
Straight up.
Tomahawk is crazy for what? You can eat a whole tomahawk.
I did that.
Yo, you about
Uh-huh.
I
No,
did
Talk that
that.
shit.
I know you.
I did that twice.
I did that a couple
twice.
times. I did it in Vegas. I did it in different states.
Hey, talk that shit, bro.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
All right, question number 5, man. Last
number
question,
5,
man. Let's go.
Come on, give him a tough
Come
one.
on, let's
Pause.
get it. Yeah, pause.
Off the top. I want off the tizzy.
Yo,
Pause.
man, I want to give you a little behind the scenes shit, man.
Yeah?
I fucking told Bug, yo, what's up? You got your questions? He said, yeah, man, I got them shits. I did them shits in the car. This nigga obviously don't
Off the
have these
top.
questions, bro.
Nah, I-
Go
the
ahead,
word's my
man.
mans,
Go ahead,
yo,
man.
it's
Go
my
ahead, though. You
mans.
got it, bro. Go ahead, man.
My mans.
Go ahead,
Listen.
man.
$100 bills, no, $100 singles, or 100 pennies.
What? nigga?
100 singles, yeah. Hell yeah.
100 singles?
So you want $1 or $100?
Yeah, I want 100.
Yo.
All
All right,
day.
let's do another. Let's do another.
Freestyle questions coming at you.
Yeah.
One more. Question number 6.
$100.
Oh, I got one.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yo, where's the fucking...
What was the worst experience you had in your relationship?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
right.
shit.
Like what? Like give me. I was taking a shit. She went through my phone. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like one of those. Like
One of
oh,
those. I got
Yes,
you.
bro, this is what we want.
like you got caught. What happened?
We're back. We're back.
Like one of those. Like damn,
Facts. I
you
was
couldn't
thinking
come
the
back
same
from that
thing.
one.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really been.
I mean, you
know
sing.
what I mean?
You.
I'm single
You're not
now.
with the person.
I'm not with nobody now.
No, get
But,
you good.
yeah, but right now we're actually I'm talking to a couple different chicks.
Okay, play,
Okay,
playboy.
I'm just
No,
out here like
but
seeing what's up.
But what was
So,
the worst? Like what was? Give me a.
I'm about to tell you.
Oh,
It was-
alright, let's
it was
go.
pretty fucking bad. Dude. It's pretty bad. So I met this chick. She was chilling. She told me her man was in locked up in jail. So I was like, I don't care.
Right,
Like he's there. I'm here. Like we're here right now. Let's
Right,
catch a vibe.
Yeah.
Go to
catch a
vibe.
vibe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Code of vibe.
Go to vibe.
Yep.
So then he got out of jail and showed up. Then he got out of jail and
The
showed up
vibe
at my
changed.
job.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when me and Bugs used to work together.
I
man,
remember that. I
back in the
remember.
day. Yo, he brought a knife and all that. Cops came.
Oh shit! I thought
So-
I thought he was going to your job for application.
No,
He might need a job.
he saw how I did it. You know, he heard about it. Yo, crazy. So the cop came to me. The cop was like, all right, listen, be honest with me. What the fuck is going on? I'm like, yo, listen, you just got out. All I did was fuck.
Yeah.
Like, and she was consenting. Like,
Right,
this
right.
shit this is not something like I did some weird shit.
Right.
And he looked at her. He looked at me. He looked at her. He looked at me. And he's like, yo, for real? And I was like,
They gave you a pound of the cut. You're like,
yup, he dapped me up right in front of dude. So that was probably the most embarrassing because the cops came to my job.
I remember
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Damn, that was
That's
a good story.
when Pathmark was open, was working at Pathmark.
Yeah,
right?
shout out to
Yeah,
Pathmark.
Oh,
shout
AMP or
Shout out
Pathmark?
to-
AMP.
AMP, shout out AMP.
Shout out to Pathmark too, though.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Pathmark.
My bad.
That Pathmark was official.
Yo, man, I know y'all got some shares still.
Yo. So, man, that was Boog's Famous 5 plus 1.
Plus freestyle.
You know what I'm saying? Off the top of the dome, because that's what Bug does, man. Fuck it, man. You know what, Bug? I actually appreciate those questions,
You feel
man.
me?
That's what
Come
we
on, my
looking
nigga.
for,
You
my
feel
nigga.
me?
You already know.
Let's go,
Straight
Papito.
dirty dancing.
So listen,
All
man. Ken,
Yeah.
anything you got going on right now you want to promote? You know, shout out to your page.
Absolutely.
This is your time to do it, my man.
Absolutely. I want to give a big shout out to Zorro Baby. I want
Let's
everybody
go.
to go ahead and check that out. Let You Go on Spotify, all
That's my shit
DSPs, all
right there.
platforms. You know what I mean? We've been pushing that crazy.
Yes, you have.
Yeah.
You know, we've been sitting down with a lot of great people, including Bugs.
You know, shout out to
For
Bug.
me, first Bugs.
Yeah,
Let's go,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bug.
Appreciate that.
For real, always, you know.
Appreciate that.
So Bugs got a lot of great things happening too. I need everybody to tap in on those stories and just hit the heart. You know what I mean?
That's
He's got-
it. That comes a long way,
Yo,
man.
the prices are
For
dirty.
free, bro.
Yo, facts.
I'll send you 99 cents to
Follow.
your Cash App.
Follow. Like.
I'll send you
subscribe.
$1
Cash
to your
App.
Cash App, bro.
That is not that's binding and not
Let's see they do it. I'll send you $1.
There you go. You heard it right. You heard it first.
You heard it
man.
first.
Every repost.
For the first 25
Gets
people.
$1.
He'll
First
send you
25.
He'll send you 100 pennies.
100 pennies or 100 signals.
Shout out to my
depending what
Cash App
you want.
niggas.
Hey.
All right. So NH. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got that going on. We hooked up with TLD, no TLR, my fault, TLR and Hellcat Prime. Shout out to Hellcat Prime
Let's
too.
go. Shout out to them.
You
Shout out to
know,
Prime.
so just watching these guys actually grow, man, and being more collaborative with each other is really bringing things to the next level. I been meeting a lot more people.
Nice.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Shout out to
We
you.
met
I
over
saw,
here.
I saw
Yup.
that Confucius record out.
Yo,
Let's go.
Shout out
That
to
was
Confucius.
dope.
Appreciate that. That's my
Appreciate
brother,
that.
man.
I saw that.
Shout out to Confucius.
Appreciate that.
So
Shout out to
I'm-
Confucius.
I'm here behind the scenes, staying low key, watching everything happen. Here to show love. You know what I mean? That's all.
That's
That's
all
what
it
it is, man. Yo, again, we thank you for coming
Yup.
in. Ken, we
We show love
appreciate
to
you,
you,
man.
man,
for
Yeah,
real.
Boog, you already know.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Holly Bugs.
Yeah, it's your boy Watts.
It's your boy Grizzly Green,
And this is not a podcast.
Shout out to
Yeah.
our boy Ken.
Peace.
MHmanagement.
This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast. This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast.
This is not a podcast.